Let me know if you find this surprising. It was something I said recently to the men who I work with to help overcome addiction through trauma healing. Pardon my morning raspy voice. You know how it goes. So I said to them in Bravery Boot Camp, I said, I'm a woman who has high standards, and because of that, I would never even consider dating a man who hasn't healed from trauma and addiction, or is at least in the journey, maybe at the tail end of it. And cherry on top if there's PTSD in there that he's healed from as well. And there was an intention, there was a reason why I said this. And I'm gonna give the reasons why those would be my standards. And the reason why I told them was because it's very common for a man or anyone who is struggling with trauma, addiction, PTSD, to have subconscious low self-worth, feelings of inadequacy, feeling like not good enough, fear of rejection, abandonment, all of those things. That's actually like usually one of the very core things that triggers addictive behaviors. And I could tell by the looks on their faces when I said that. They were like taken aback. They were surprised. And I said it so that they could feel better about who they are and have it be for a very real and solid reason. And so the reason why, there's two reasons. The first reason is since I have personally been through those things myself, and it is a visceral core desire of a human being, all of us, to be seen and seen deeply and understood and be loved and accepted in that state where we are seen and seen deeply. And that is extremely vulnerable, extremely vulnerable. But when we do that and we're met with safety, love, acceptance, kindness, compassion, understanding, that is one of the most beautiful and incredible things that we as human beings could ever experience. And I know I've only experienced a surface level version of that. And for me to take it to the depths that I desire, it must demand that it's with someone who has also healed from that himself, healed from trauma, addiction, and cherry on top if there's PTSD. So that's one reason. That's just one reason. And then whoever he is, he's gonna want the same thing. At the core of who we are, we all want that. At the core of who we are, that's all terrifying. We like push it away, but when we have the courage, we draw it in. And the other reason is anyone who has healed from trauma, addiction, PTSD, you are battle tested. You are battle tested. And for a woman to be with a man who's battle tested like that, that allows her to be safer with him for so many reasons. And the healing journey, it requires so many of the same things that would be required for a safe and healthy, loving, romantic, committed relationship. It demands commitment. The healing journey is quite a commitment. It demands discipline, devotion, courage, leaning into vulnerabilities with courage. Every single one of these things are needed both for the healing journey from trauma, PTSD, addiction, and also for a romantic relationship. If a man is battle tested in the healing journey, that's a smart choice for a woman. That is a smart and safe choice for a woman. And allows her to receive the things from him that any woman at the core of who she is would deeply desire. So yeah, because I'm a woman who has high standards in what I'm looking for in a romantic partnership, I demand that he has healed from trauma and addiction, or is at least on the tail end of it. Not someone, for me, just because of where I'm at in my healing journey, this is gonna be a good lesson for you to have awareness of. So if you are currently single and looking to get in a relationship, but you're on your healing journey, a lot of people falsely think and have the limiting belief that once you heal and you get like on this mountain of healing, you're like on the top of the mountain, you're like, yeah, I've done it. A lot of people falsely think that you need to get there before you're worthy of entering a romantic relationship. And that's not the case at all, and here's why, and what you can do about it. This also applies to you if you're already like in a marriage. So, first, if you're looking to find a partner to bring into your life, it's about finding someone who's on the same level as you are, who's roughly in the same area of healing as you are. So if someone is just getting started on their healing journey and they're in a really deep place of really intense PTSD, addiction, trauma, like that wouldn't necessarily be a good match for me. But years ago it would have been, only if, here is the biggest, most important part. Only if they were as equally as committed to you are on the healing journey. Because it's easy to find someone who's a match for us with the level of wounding that we have. That's what happens. Our subconscious mind is attracted to people for a romantic relationship of someone who has the same level of emotional wounding, of unresolved emotional wounds of the past. We are subconsciously attracted to people who have the same level of wounding as we do. This isn't a conscious, rational choice. This is a subconscious choice of what our subconscious mind is attracted to. We can have conscious, rational awareness, but it's not a conscious, rational choice. And so when you find yourself attracted to someone, just say to yourself, I know that I have unresolved emotional wounds within me. That person also does. We are most certainly likely a match with our level of internal wounding and what still needs to be healed within us. And, I know that if you're watching this, the healing journey is very important to you. So here's the kicker. Only say yes to being with someone who is as excited, or committed is maybe a better word, and devoted to the healing journey as you are. Because it's so easy to be attracted to someone that you find attractive and then they're not down for the healing journey, but you are. What is that gonna do? That will stagnate your healing journey if they are not also equally down for the healing journey. Not everyone is ready to find their courage yet, to step into the vulnerability of the healing journey. Healing is like a mathematical equation. Healing equals safety plus vulnerability. Healing equals safety plus vulnerability. You cannot heal without leaning into vulnerability with courage and learning what the safety of it looks like. And if you are partnered up with someone who is not down for the healing journey, that creates a dangerous situation for you. That creates a dangerous situation for you in your healing journey and could actually send you backwards. This is what a codependent relationship looks like. And so it doesn't matter how far along you are on the healing journey. If you are single and feeling lonely and you know that you just want to be with someone, because that's built into our DNA, pretty hardcore, is to want to have deep companionship and to have it go beyond friendship, to have it be in the romantic sense. right? That is deeply wired into who we are as people. And so find someone who we're subconsciously attracted to, someone who's on the same level of wounding as we are. So when you find someone who you're attracted to and it's mutual and you're considering getting into a relationship, the most important next question to ask yourself, and to ask them specifically, not let it be guesswork, be very upfront, very intentional, very clear that you are on your healing journey and that you will only be with someone who is as committed as you are on your healing journey. And don't let them fluff talk you into just thinking that they are. It needs to be shown with solid action. Solid action. Ask them what their stories are of what they've already done in their healing journey and what they have been planning on with it for moving forward. And you can share yours as well. And one of the most beautiful things is when you find someone who is as committed as you are, it will deepen and quicken your own healing journey. It will deepen and quicken your own healing journey. One of the reasons why is you are each going to trigger each other with the wounding that you each have left within each other. You will each trigger each other with the wounding you each have left in each other. This is Attachment Theory 101, the basics. A non-negotiable when you want to really do this in a way that'll make things easier, faster, deeper with the healing journey. It's important for each of you to know your attachment style. There are 4 types. Only 1 is secure. 3 are trauma-based from when we were kids. Hardly anyone is secure. Most people have the trauma-based one, by the way. Really common. And it's really common for someone with the avoidant attachment style to pair up and partner up with someone who has the anxious attachment style. And when you know your attachment style and you understand how you are triggered and how you will trigger your partner and what the remedy is for that, it's not blaming. It's not saying, hey, you triggered me in this way, you're the bad one. No, it's not like that at all. You will trigger each other. Challenges will surface and emerge. This is a good thing. It's the only way you can heal from it. It's the only way you can heal from it. And because of that, you actually don't want someone to come along who is like perfectly healed and then gets in a partnership with you, because then it denies you the opportunity to get triggered and then allow for healing. It has to be triggered so you have the awareness of what needs to be healed within you, and then you go and work on it. I 100% highly recommend looking into Adam Lane Smith's YouTube channel. He's known as the Attachment Specialist. I think that's what he goes by. Devour his information. For anyone who is working on healing from addiction and trauma, you don't have the secure attachment style. Part of the healing journey is recognizing what your attachment style is, which happened when we were kids, of how our parents or caretakers treated us. Even if they loved us, legitimately loved us with all their hearts, it doesn't mean that they knew how to show up in the way that we needed for us to have that secure, safe, loving bond. There was some neglect, some emotional abuse, some whatever. There's things that weren't provided to you that you needed as a kid that you didn't get. And it's okay, because the healing journey is beautiful. It's amazing. It's incredible. It builds strength, resiliency. You have the opportunity to become battle tested. That makes you a safe man. That allows you to be a stronger protector. So yes, this is the reason why I said to my clients the other day, since I have high standards, I would only choose a man who has healed from trauma and addiction, cherry on top if there's PTSD in there, or who might be on the tail end of his healing, but has already done a lot. Because here's the thing, we can do a whole heck of a lot of our healing alone. prayer, meditation, breath work, time in nature, physical exercise, dancing, artwork. But there is a layer of healing that must take place, that can only take place in the presence of another person or being triggered by another person. And since attachment theory, it formed when we were little kids, and the way it shows up when we're an adult is with our romantic partnerships. So there's a part of the healing that takes place in a romantic partnership. And if whoever you are with is not down for that healing journey, then you are stagnating your own healing journey and possibly even going backwards. Use this information as pure gold and act on it. And when it comes to the attachment style, so let's just say that in the middle here is the secure attachment style. And on one end of the spectrum would be the anxious attachment style. And on the other end of the spectrum is the avoidant attachment style. They take place on a spectrum with the intensity of where they are. And the more far out one person is on the spectrum, the more wounded you are. And that means you're going to be attracted subconsciously, automatically to someone who is about equally far out away from the secure attachment style. I used to be like as far out as you could be on the anxious attachment style, and I've done so much to just get towards the center. I know that most of my healing that needs to take place can only take place in a committed relationship. And we are gonna trigger each other. That is gonna allow for awareness and where healing needs to take place. And it's gonna be a beautiful process. It's gonna be a vulnerable process. It's gonna be a powerful process. And when we each say yes to it, we are gonna function at such a higher level in every area of life. And you get to choose that for yourself. You have that choice. That choice is yours. That choice is yours. You get to do that. Allow yourself to be empowered by this information. Isn't it amazing how much we get to have control of our own healing journey when paradoxically so much of it demands surrender? So much of the healing journey demands surrender, especially in the actual vulnerable moments. And at the same time, we have so much control over it. They're both happening at the same time. There's a lot of paradoxes in the healing journey. So allow yourself to become battle-tested. Step into your healthy masculinity through the healing journey, because it requires a whole heck of a lot of courage, commitment, discipline, devotion. Courage. If you're watching this video, you are in the middle of becoming battle-tested, and I know it. And you might be quite darn battle-tested already. All right, that's it for now. Go enjoy your day. Or night, if you're watching this at night. Go have just the most powerful night's rest. All right, I'll see you later.